the first month or 2 months? What are the kind of things that you did or wish you did in some ways? And do you have any anecdotes on you joining a different organization?
I think joining AWA was the first few months were really hard. I knew it was going to be very hard, but what made it so difficult was I'm coming in to build a finance function, and yet, because this had been such an early stage company and roles hadn't been properly defined yet, we had no reliable financial statements. Yeah. And so I'm dealing with numbers, and yet I can't trust any of the numbers in front of me. And so I'm starting really, truly from the bottom. And all I think to myself is, okay, I'm not an accountant. And so I need somebody with accounting expertise who's going to really help me get underneath all of this and build the company's first financial statements. Yeah. Because, as a CFO, without that, you're flying blind. Yep. And people are going to keep asking you questions, and you're going to have to keep being accountable for it. And so I think, getting through those first few months of building the financial statements and then thinking, okay, what are the processes? What are the controls that we're going to need to implement going forward? How do we actually turn this from just numbers flying around to an actual finance function? That was something I had to do within the first few months. And that was very difficult at the beginning.
This memory makes me laugh a lot because my own experience coming to be a CFO for startups, I remember going from being on a strategy team at Deloitte where I'm doing, sophisticated financial modeling for different scenarios. And when I started working with startups, I remember the first time I asked the startup I was working with for their financial statements, and they handed me credit card statements. And that was it.
And that's the best they can do.
That's the best they can do. And having to relearn those skills, I could see why that would be quite painful in your first 3 months.